It's always good to be able to look back over 2013 and be able to identify what we got right and what we got wrong. Obviously the financial press sits out there, it puts itself out there to be able to look at some of the big major topics shaping the year. What we decided to do is use a video series to be able to go over our different cover stories through January through to December, work out what was right, what was wrong, and how our thinking has changed since then. In March 2013 we had a couple of interesting stories put together. First up, Simona Levette and Jessica Hubbard put together the article on the she economy. Very interesting considering the buying power that women have in the market. This is obviously quite topical at the moment when GM announcing the first female president, the first female leader of any of the big major auto manufacturers in the US. Second up, we had Bruce Whitfield's article on 5 killer shares for the next decade. I think people are always looking for interesting long-term investments. We've put it together. We're going to go and unpack some of those shares under a separate video, so look out for that. Thirdly, Mandy Duval looked at the subject of the new media barons in South Africa. Obviously, media landscape is changing significantly with the developments at the New Age and Independent Group. Something we want to be watching into 2014 as this is likely to shape the agenda ahead of the election. Our fourth cover story for March 2013 was put together by Finweek Deputy Editor Thandi Sizwe Maklochana. He looked at Soccernomics, which looked at the branding power of Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates and how some of the big name sponsors are cashing in on them. Without question, our hit for the month has to be the 5 killer shares for the next decade. People want to know how to invest. They want to be able to take a bit more risk in their portfolios. I think they're getting very tired of the typical top 40 investment. This is an interesting one to look at. Watch out for the follow-up video. Miss for the month. Tough choice here again. We looked at this and we said, well, media barons, did we do it justice? I think there's been a lot of scrutiny about what's happened in terms of the media landscape. We haven't necessarily looked at the impact this is likely to have on the SA psyche going into 2014. Remember, elections are out there. Remember, there's going to be a lot of politicking in the media. Watch out for this. We've got to see what's happening at these media houses.